Hey everybody, welcome to the final Marvel Legends X-Men 97 action figure unboxing and review. We covered Gambit, Magneto, and Rogue thus far, and now we've got Wolverine. As I've said before, I'm not doing the Bishop or the Storm figures because I don't care for Bishop, and I have the Storm in her black costume, which is my preferred version. I don't collect every Marvel Legends they produce, just the ones that I personally like. This is my second Wolverine. I did get the retro version with the X-Men 275 costume on because I like the look of that one as well. But that one doesn't come with a masked head. It only comes with an unmasked head. So I wanted to get a masked version of Wolverine. And I was thinking of picking up one of the older versions, but then they announced this at San Diego Comic-Con. And I was like, you know what? I'll wait till that goes up on pre-order and pick up that instead. I like the look of it. And I had already got it in my mind that I wanted the Rogue, the Gambit, and the Magneto from this set. Because I didn't have a good Magneto, a Gambit, or a Rogue at all. And that's why I picked up this Wolverine. So for the packaging, as I'm sure you're probably familiar if you've seen the other 3 videos, it's exactly the same as the rest. It's a nice sturdy card. It's not going to get beat up too badly if you get it shipped to your house. And I put it in like a mailer envelope instead of a box. It's a nice thick card. Wolverine picture on the front. Wolverine. Same on the back as with the other figures. Got the other 6 figures in the line. Wolverine, Legalese. Let's get them out of the packaging. I've gone over how I open the packaging to preserve the integrity of the blister so that I can stick them back in the packaging if ever I want. So you can't even tell if there's any damage, to be honest. Now, obviously, if you're going to resell these at a later date, don't lie and say it's in mint condition, because it clearly isn't. But you probably, people who just rip open the blister and keep the card and the figure, well, you probably get a few pounds more by keeping the blister intact, assuming someone wants to buy it. Okay, as with some of the other figures, the accessories are loose in here, as you can see. Gloves and mask piece just fall right out. Key is trying to get him out of there without damaging the blades on his claw gloves, his claw hands too much. Unlike the comic book Wolverine, these are made of plastic, not adamantium, so they will bend. And here's Wolverine out of the package. As you can see, looks pretty good. He is a shorter figure, which is in keeping with the character, as the comic Wolverine is like 5'3" or something ridiculously short height. He's got that classic blue and yellow outfit with the black stripes. Looks really good. He's got that classic Wolverine haircut. He's got the mutton chops. If you look up real close there, you can see that they kind of did a little like stubble kind of thing on it. It's not that great, to be honest. Kind of like they took a fine black marker and dabbed a few dots on his chin. He also has arm hair, as you can see, but they didn't color it. So it's just plastic color. Someone with more artistic talent than me could probably dry brush or do something to bring out the darkness of the hair on his arms and make it look better. I may attempt something like that in the future. I'd have to look at a video first, because I don't know how to do stuff like that. I'm not a customizer. The best I would ever do is a kit bash, like remove a head and put another head on top, something easy like that. But when it comes to painting, I'm a novice, and I did paint some of the weapons on the G.I. Joe Classified, so I'll show those. In fact, this Friday, my Blast from the Past video is going to be the Cobra Red Ninja, and I did paint a bunch of his weapons, so I'll show that in that video on Friday, how I did what I did there. Now for articulation, Logan's got, I had him look up a little too high there. Popped his head right off. And now it doesn't want to go back on. Well, as you can see, it comes off pretty easily. Not that easily. I don't want you thinking that it's going to fall off just as you turn him upside down. Anyway, Logan looks up like that. You can look way down. Have a conversation with his chest. He's got some tilt. He can be like, what are you talking about, Scott? Exorcist movements. Alright, now this is pretty cool, I think. The blue shoulder pad pieces are actually like pinned into his upper arm. Like his upper arm has, his shoulder there has holes on either side of it, and the shoulder pieces are tabbed into those holes, so they can move a little bit forward and back, or side to side, however you want to look at it. So that's kind of cool. That also means that they move with the arm itself, which is kind of unrealistic, to be honest, if you assume the shoulder pads are attached to the costume, because, I mean, like, why would they be moving like that unless they were really attached to his arm? But it's still an interesting way to help with the articulation, you know, get it out of the way. As you can see, he does have butterfly joints there. You can bring his arms in. Bring him way back. He can hinge up. Mine might just be stiff, but I don't know. I think that's all you can do. He can't even get to 90. So that's unfortunate. But the butterfly makes up for it, I guess. He's got bicep cut. And this is what people have been waiting for Wolverine. Pinless arms. And they're double jointed. And on his wrists, he's got the side to side or horizontal hinge. You don't need a vertical hinge when you got hand blades. He's got the ab crunch right there. Get that much out of it. Not a lot back. Waist swivel. And this belt piece is a separate piece. It's not part of the sculpt. You can move it, as you can see. Let's get his arms out of the way. I don't want to hit the claws. You can put his leg up that far. You can go back that far. You can do the Van Damme splits. He's got a thigh cut. He's got a boot cut hidden by the boot, which is good. Pinless, double jointed legs. As Kyle Peterson would say, playing the hits right here at the table. His foot goes back like that, goes forward like that. And you got some rocker action on the ankle there. For accessories, you have these two fists without the claws. So if Wolverine wants to just punch someone unconscious instead of slashing them to ribbons, he can do that. And the claws Claws pop out fairly easily, though your mileage may vary. You might have to warm yours up to get them out. Yeah, his right peg is a little tight. There, got it in. And of course, these fists have the same horizontal side-to-side hinge. He also comes with this unmasked mask. Like if you want to pop off his head. Put that on there. And you've got him walking around with his mask down. And then right before he goes into battle, he lifts that mask up. And you got him in his masked head. Now the wings on the side are pretty like solid plastic here. And they also feel like they're on there pretty good. They are a little like rubbery, so like I wouldn't worry about them snapping off or anything, but I would still not mess with them too vigorously. You don't want to snap them off. So yeah, not having any of the other Wolverines except for the Retro 275 one, I can't really say if this one is much better than the other ones, but I find them particularly good. One thing I will say is that his claws came out of the packaging significantly nicer than my 275 Retro ones did. They were bent. Like, and they're pretty much still bent. I wasn't able to, like, heat them up nicely. I tried, but it's not that easy because they're so thin. But yeah, that's the Wolverine for the X-Men 97. The last figure I'll be covering from that line. I'll be moving on. I got a wave of Masterverse in, so aside from the Blast from the Past figures, I'll be moving on to those to get those knocked out. And then I also have a couple of classifieds I finally got in my normal looking bazooka, i.e. not the Tiger Force version, but the red sweater version, the red jersey version, so I'll do a review of that. I also got my Steel Core 2-pack, so I'll bust that open and do a review of that. I also have a Night Force Tunnel Rat on the way. I got a shipping order from him, from Hasbro Pulse, so I'll probably do a review of him first, because he's newer, and most people probably don't even have him yet. And then I have Strongheart and Zarek from the NECA Dungeons and Dragons line I still want to do reviews of. So I've got quite a bit still to get through over the coming days and weeks. So it's good to get the X-Men series finished, and I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next time.